Happy.
Hey, trick or treat, Kris.
Whoa, hey, trick or treat, Kenny. What's this? It's Halloween. I can't see you. It's Halloween time.
What is trick or treat, Kris?
Trick or treat. Oh.
No. Tis the season to be
Tis the season
merry.
to be treaty. What's up?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
It's really me.
It's Kenneth.
Hi.
And Chris. It's Kenneth and Chris. What's up?
Yes, we're gonna hang this here. I don't know where you're gonna hang
It is
over.
Halloween.
Maybe hang
Trying
this
Games,
here.
what is going on? You're just in time for the beginning of the show. This is a show. It's a podcast. It's a show. We're doing this live streaming this on Twitch, Mixer,
Yes.
and YouTube, and
We're
we
gonna have some
also on your podcasting apps of choice. So we're talking to people who are watching us live. Hello, Trying. How are you? I'm gonna call you Games instead. I'm Trying. It's so dumb. Sorry. I'm gonna call you Games. What's up? So we have we've been doing this all month, Kenny.
Yeah, so we're celebrating the season. This is the
This is the last one? Oh no, this is the last one.
fall of the rise of the Halloween.
Fall of the rise of the dawn of the Halloween.
Fall of the rise of the dawn of the Halloween. I don't know. It's something like that. You'll see.
So this
I
is
don't know where to put this. Why would you hang this?
You can just hang it off my chair.
I'm gonna hang it off.
Works out perfectly.
Doesn't
fine.
matter. I told you to think of an 80s
Oh my
character,
God! Stop.
vehicle.
You told me to
show,
think of any 80s thing.
thing.
So
object,
wait,
anything.
we have to explain what this is. This is
We're gonna take that and I'll explain it after you tell me what this thing is.
Oh,
Where
okay.
He comes up with an
Okay.
idea, I come up with a scenario, and we make it come to
So
fruition.
Kenny
right
told
here.
me. Kenny made up.
I don't know what he's gonna pick. So it
He
could be
wanted me to
anything.
pick something. Now I have I'm going to pick one of four things. What I want to know from you is before I make my decision. Do you want it to be seasonal, as in Halloweeny, or not? What would work better for you?
Negative.
And
Negative.
what would you prefer, a person or an object? Please, I need to know this. This is important.
Okay, not important.
Really?
First of all, yes. First of all, not important. Second of all, I want it to come from inside, man. I want you to be like, the 80s means to me this. And,
Okay.
And this is something that you hold
Can it be
near
something
and
from the
dear.
90s? Can it be something from
Just try to keep it in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, try to keep it in the 80s.
All right. Wow, man. It's all right. Don't worry about that. That's fine. It's
What happened?
I was already on. It's a faux pas. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh man, this is rough.
What do you think he's gonna pick? Because I
This
have
is
no idea what
rough
he's gonna
because
pick. It's got to be.
because I have something.
I know. It
One thing I have.
I
is
said it
from
could have been. What did I say?
two things I have.
It could have been a movie, TV show, game, a character, an object,
An object.
a vehicle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anything.
Anything. A
So
prop.
I picked four things.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to hear all four.
I know that, but two are from the same property and two are from the same property.
Okay, so you have two different properties.
I have two objects and two people and two characters.
Oh, okay.
One character is from the 80s, starts in the 80s and then finishes. It's from a series of movies that one of the last ones is in the early 90s. Does that matter?
If it's an 80s property, it's an 80s.
It is an
80s
80s property, but
what
the
I mean?
character I want to use is from the one of the movies that's a little later.
Okay.
We don't have to.
Let's nix that and try to go towards something else.
Fine. Then what we're doing is, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's going to
so
be
excited.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
The character Indiana Jones. All right. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Is that okay?
That's totally 100% fine.
All right. So
yeah.
so what scenario have you concocted using Indiana Jones? What's the situation? What am I doing?
The situation, Kris.
Oh.
Picture yourself. Close your eyes.
All right. They're closed.
All right. Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Picture yourself on a beautiful day. Okay.
Okay.
I've got.
Oh no, I don't know.
Don't touch.
Oh,
Don't
God,
touch.
what is
Don't
that?
touch.
Oh my God.
Don't touch. Stay where you are.
I want to touch it. Did you leave the camera? Where are you going? Where's he going? My eyes are still closed, by the way.
All right. So here's. Hold this.
What is this? It's a bucket. All right. What am I doing? Can I open him yet?
Chester Copperpot.
You moving him? You moving Chester?
Do not. Okay. Open your. No. Don't open.
Okay.
Hold your hand out.
What the?
Don't.
It feels like a knife. Oh my! Why would you hand me a blade with my eyes closed? What the hell?
Open your eyes.
Oh man. Really? Really? We're really doing this?
Kris is going to make an Indiana Jones pumpkin
This is
for you.
oh my god. Okay, but you understand this isn't the best podcasting.
I get it. That's fine. This is going to be a visual podcast, and we're gonna tell ghost stories while you do this, Kris.
Okay, well,
believe
if I'm
me, I've
cutting,
thought
then-
about it.
All right.
You want to get fancy and do one of those like little
Oh, I might have
crazy
to.
little
All right.
things that you could do.
Jeez, you handed this to me with on the blade, man.
I trust you. And then we got a little candle to put it in at the end.
All right. Okay. All right. So what am I? Oh, jeez. All right. So all right.
So the bucket here that
It's
used
gonna
to be for
scooped out, yeah.
turkey gravy
Okay. Yeah.
is going to get scooped out, and we're gonna
All right. Yeah.
we're gonna put the
all
guts
right.
of the pumpkin in there.
Okay. I'll tell you
Try
what.
not to make a mess.
I'll try. We should.
If you do, we
should
have-
put
we have
something we have some
napkins.
napkins. All right. So this looks like it's a good spot right here. I'm going to show you guys the front. So I usually obviously this part's dirty. So
Yeah.
you know we're definitely going with the clean part.
So here, let's
All right,
try
so
that.
let's put it on there. All right, so I'm now putting. First of all, you got to go back to this camera so people can see. So
this
I'm
is-
now okay. You guys are not going to be able to see. First of all, if you want to see a close up of this camera, I have a close up right here. You're looking at the back of the camera. You can bring it out if you want. So this is what we're going to do. You got a marker? Can I use one of these markers here? I'm going to use one of these markers here. I'm going to use one of the markers.
Yeah,
all
use
right?
one of the markers. So let's see what the. There you go.
Well, that's not the
that?
front. That's the back.
That's the back of it.
You're gonna have to. When I'll turn
That's
it
fine.
around.
He'll turn it around from time to time, but
I'll
we're gonna
turn
tell
it
some
around.
stories, and I want to hear some of yours as well. Little
So
crazy
if
ghost
you're
stories.
watching us, tell us some stories. Can we put this over here for now? Because I need to. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my.
Yeah, that looks better, right? Yeah, that looks good.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go back to Indiana Jones because I think. Can I show you the other one I was gonna? Can I show you one of the other things I was gonna do? It was gonna be his whip. It's gonna be
Oh,
his
that would
whip.
be boring.
Yeah.
That'd be totally boring. It'd be
Yeah.
a line and a squiggle.
Right. So what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do that, or should I find a different picture of Indiana Jones, or should I just whoops up. Should I just draw him? I'll just draw him.
You're gonna draw and then you're gonna carve.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I guess let me just get his face. All right. So tell me a story while I draw.
All right. So I want to hear ghost stories. About here's this little scooper for the guts.
I gotcha.
So we have a thing. Can I just
It's not good at all.
maybe I can pull that up on the tablet or something and you can look at it.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
we
saying. Can you
actually,
get me? Yeah, can you get me a picture? Get me a picture of.
So let's
Give me a picture.
yeah, let's try to
You want to see what it looks like so
something a
far?
little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is entertaining. I'm actually gonna take my water and I'm gonna put this on the table here. Why not? We have a whole bunch of junk on the table already, right?
This is all right. So give me a picture.
All right,
Give
so
me
we're gonna
pull up on the
see
tab. I need to give me a good one of his face.
Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, give me a good one of his face.
So here's the thing: ghost stories. Anybody believe in ghosts?
I have a couple ghosts.
You have a couple ghost
Yeah, I
stories?
believe in ghosts. Yeah, I got some.
I want to hear a ghost story while you carve.
Well, you have to tell one while I draw because I gotta concentrate and draw. Just get a picture of. All right. So while you're looking that up, I'll tell you. Let me think. Okay. Have you ever? Not so much a ghost story.
Is that the
but
picture you wanted?
that's the one I have. Yeah. What do you think? How about that one?
Yeah. So this is a better shot.
That's a better shot.
Yeah, we're gonna I think probably go with.
Okay.
this
So
in
leave
front
that
of
on
Let's
the
see
front.
how he goes. So we're gonna leave this here for him.
Oh man. All right. So all right. So since I'm gonna draw, you're gonna give me a story. Give me
Yeah.
a story.
So ghost stories. Years ago, I slept in my sister's room for some reason. She was like at her friend's house or something like that, and I was sleeping in her room. And there was a, I woke up and it was kind of like the morning, but I was like, oh, let me go back to sleep again,
Right.
I'm like, let me go back to sleep. So I tried to go back to sleep, and then I kind of like woke up and there was something at the door, and it was like 3 long fingers that like wrapped themselves around the door, and they're like opening the door, and I was like frozen in fear, and I was just kind of like laying there, And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like I'm just staring at this thing and these 3 long fingers like trying to open the door, and I just kind of like forced myself to roll over and go to sleep. And then but I was probably really just sleeping, dreaming about it.
So you think it was
But
just
it
a
felt
dream?
real. Yeah, but it was more like an alien than a ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the only thing? Like that's the only thing you saw of that?
At that time, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. A little bit weird.
That's pretty freaky. I one time all right, so if you want to go freaky like that, I was sleeping over a friend's house and they were it was me and my brother were sleeping over friends of ours. They were also brothers, and they were convinced that
Doing this too?
I am, but they were convinced that this was that their house was haunted, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to block this out. I'm just trying to get
Better
like
be bigger than that.
You don't think? You think you want it bigger than that?
What do you think you're doing?
Because I want to do his body. I'm just going to do his head.
No, yeah, it's a pumpkin head.
Just his
Do
face? All right, I could do that. All right, we'll do a little better than that. All right, that's fine. So anyway, somebody at the house, and they say that there was this man, that they see a shadow of a man.
All right.
They see a shadow of a man sometimes when they sleep. So I woke up in the middle of the night, and where we were sleeping was in a room that had no door. It was like a den kind of thing, right? And I looked out across the house, and I saw a man crouching. I saw a shadow of a man crouching down, like behind like the couch, like by the couch. And then like I stopped looking, and then I looked again, and he was standing closer in the doorway to the kitchen, which was halfway down the hallway. Mm-hmm. And then maybe I just like closed my eyes, and I didn't, I was done. I didn't want to, So, but I don't know if that was just, I used to think it was real, but as I get older, I'm like, I don't know. Was that real? Was that not real?
Yeah, you think about it. It's like you were probably on the verge of sleep, and you were looking at the thing, whatever. Like that,
thinking about that. Yeah. What you get another one? Give me another one. What do you got?
So I think another time, I was in my bed and I was sleeping there, and I had these 3 steps in my old room. Remember that? It was like the garage, but it was like 3 steps.
Yep.
There was like this creature thing one time. I was like dreaming. I know I was definitely dreaming because there were like these creature thing, and it kind of like was crawling down the steps looking at me, like on 4s, right?
Oh my God, you can get attacked by monsters all the time.
And then it like it was like kind of sneaking down, but then I kind of looked at it, and it was like game on. And it just galloped, and it like jumped like into me, and I like woke up out of bed. I was like, and I like couldn't breathe. It was the craziest thing.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah. So these are all dreams. You've had these are just.
Well, I don't know if that was a dream or I guess it was a dream that kind of like woke me up.
So it possessed you, is what you're saying?
Guess. I don't know. I can't.
Jeez,
it
dude.
Happened. It is what it is. Then there was another one. Well, you go. You tell me.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this guy's hat.
Man, you're going for details. I would have just literally just been like carve out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I don't exactly know what I want to do with it. I'm just trying to like.
Or I would have cut this out, made this the hat.
I might make that the hat. That's what I'm. Yeah, but you said you wanted a big face, so I'm trying to get a little. I don't know how detailed I'm going to get with this.
This is in the end. Yeah, it didn't have to do anything with Thanksgiving, or Halloween rather. So it's not a big deal.
It's just going to be this.
Nothing that exciting with
It's just going to be this. Look.
Turn it around. Let's see.
I will. Hold on.
That's just ridiculous.
Wait, that's not even his eyes yet.
So ridiculous. You didn't even put his eyes in there?
I didn't put his eyes in yet.
Oh, man. You're going to have fun carving this thing.
Yeah, his eyes are a little far apart, though.
This thing. This is to scoop it all out.
I know.
Excited?
Can I take these so I can make, Can I make, I make pumpkin seeds. I make really good pumpkin seeds.
What do you think about that?
How's that? There you go. Looks cool, right? What? I'm going quick. It's hard, man. So what am I doing? Am I just gonna cut I'm just gonna cut out the eyes.
Just start going, man. Do what you gotta do. You gotta hollow it out.
How should I do this? How should I do this?
I got the bucket.
How would you do this? Would you do it? Should I do like?
If you think you have the skills to do one of those cool pumpkin things, you do it. I gave you the tools that you can use, man.
Now, I guess I should clean it out first then, huh?
Probably.
Oh, man. All right, let's do it.
I'm going to scoop it out.
Move this.
It's gripping.
All right.
Trust me, you're going to watch this video.
How big should I make this?
I don't care how you do it.
Maybe like that. Oh, you got to get, because I got to get a good...
Yeah. Oh, man, he's going with the little guy. I thought you were going to go for the big boy.
No, because it's... I don't know.
Oh, please don't cut yourself on Twitch.
That'd be awesome.
Get us banned.
That'd be awesome, man.
Violence.
I don't know. This is very big, dude. This is like.
And remember, you got to do it on a steep angle because if you don't do it on a steep angle, it's just gonna fall through as it rots. You know what I mean?
That's the problem.
And you got to maybe kind of do like a star shape. You want me to do this part for you, man?
No.
You okay?
Let me go this way. Because I was trying to.
Oh man, there you go.
Well, but I wanted it to be rounded here. That's the only problem. Yeah. That's the only thing I was trying to do.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Technique.
I wanted it to be rounded.
Look at this. It's so amazing. It really is. So, other ghost stories. You have more?
Yeah, I got some other ones. You ever play Stiff as a board, light as a feather.
Yeah.
Okay, so did it ever work for you? Okay, so.
It didn't work for you either.
Yeah, well, no, listen. Okay, so what happened was,
Yeah.
it was me, my brother, one of my friends, they were twins, one of them, and no, it was me, two friends, and my brother, three friends. And one of my friends was a big guy. He was we were like teens, early teens, I think. He was a big dude though, like a big guy. And we were like, oh, we gotta play this. So the way we were gonna do it was we wanted to levitate him. So the four of us, he sat cross-legged, and the four of us were going to levitate him, right? So we go to pick him up, and long story short, it felt like it worked. And then it was just four of us picking up a dude, but we were all little guys compared to him. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we really did it, but he was light. We were picking him up. Then the crazy thing is, out of nowhere, it was a beautiful day out, sunny, no wind, nothing. The antenna across the street, on the house across the street, just fell off the house. For no reason. And we were like, we always considered that we did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was no wind, it was not raining, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? And we were like, oh my God, we got all freaked out, we ran away. We did it in front of I'll never forget, we did it in front of my friend's house, right? The twins, their house, right on, it was like they had a fence and then like a little bit of grass before the street, before the curb. We did it right there, right across the street from the house. And all of a sudden we look up and the thing just falls off the house. We're like, oh my God. Right? And then, and I don't remember exactly what happened after that, but it was pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. So that's not necessarily a ghost story per se, but all right, this was I did a little. All right. See if I can't get this thing out.
Interesting tradition. Cutting a pumpkin up.
Cutting a pumpkin. So give me something else. Give me some Halloween.
No, I'm not going to give you Halloween ones because not everything happens on Halloween.
No, but I'm saying, do you have any stories like?
Well, one of my earliest stories of Ghostbusters 2 was
a movie that Kenny has
I've yet
famously
to see
never seen.
See, that's the thing is, even though that other one came out and everybody said it was so bad, it doesn't matter, Chris. You know why?
You never saw it.
I never saw it, and I still have a Ghostbusters sequel to watch. Other people are like, man, all these years, and I'd be like, all these years, and I still can watch Ghostbusters 2.
That's true.
So, my friend and I we used to rent horror movies all the time. Oh, gosh. Delicious. Look at it. It's absolutely delicious.
I'm going to put this in here for right now.
Well, yeah, but okay.
Well, I don't have any other place to put it, though.
Like, here's the thing. People eat pumpkin stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And, dude, I've never, I always say, I've never opened up a pumpkin and said, I can't wait to eat this. Well, look at it.
Well,
look at it.
These seeds, I make really good pumpkin seeds. I make really good pumpkin seeds. I won't lie to you. I make some good pumpkin seeds.
Right. Anyway, so my friend and I, back in the day, used to rent. We used to go to Blockbuster all the time and rent.
Right.
I'm
sure this sounds really good on the mic. I'm sure it does. Just the scraping and the. I really apologize.
We used to rent horror movies, and before we got into the weird ones like Castle Freak and Phantom of the Mall, we rented the old standbys such as.
We need more napkins. Yeah, we got more.
Yeah. The Exorcist. He's like, you never saw
The
The Exorcist?
Oh my God!
Like,
what?
Yeah.
I got another story.
Yeah. So we watched The Exorcist, and it was freaky and everything, and then we stopped the tape, rewound it.
Yeah.
And I went to take the tape, and I guess it was just hot because it was in the VCR. But I turned the tape off, hit stop, and hit rewind, and on TV was Ghostbusters 2. It was like the courtroom scene. They were in like a courtroom or something like that. See,
I know, but I don't know.
Cut this first. Cut this.
Okay, give me. Yeah, well,
you just touched me with whatever you.
No, yeah, it's a little juicy. You opened up these cards just now?
Huh?
Were these cards open already?
Yeah, they were open. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the courtroom scene, and sorry, this is taking a long time.
I gotta think of how I want to do this.
And I go to grab the videotape out of the VCR.
There you go.
And it burned my thumb. Because it was so hot. So I attributed, of course,
to The Exorcist.
And
you said The Exorcist burned me.
Namely Reagan.
Oh yeah.
And the thing that got us after that, which was even crazier, is that my sister's friend was sleeping over.
Right.
That
Her name was Reagan.
Her name was
Oh.
like we didn't know she was there, and all of a sudden, what's Reagan doing here? Get her out of here! It was the weirdest thing, you know.
Aw.
So that was it.
Great. You scarred your friend's friend.
That's it. Well, you get to tell me all these cards and no courtroom scene.
Wow, really?
No courtroom scene.
So
I'm gonna, yeah.
So I have another story.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so my mom always loved getting new, like, just she always had to get another dog, right? So she wanted to get another dog. We went all the way out for us out east, okay, and to a dog shelter on a night. I don't know why it had to be that night. On a night that we were going, it was like pouring out. It was like storming, thunder, lightning. And we, Rancid, we see that ghost story. Hold on one second. We'll get to it in 1 second. Kenny will read it, or I'll read it off. We went to the shelter, got a dog. You know what a chow chow is? Mm-mm. All right? A chow chow, it's a Chinese in origin, and it's like big, furry, looks like a bear, okay?
Okay. Got a dog.
And so we got him, but we got him like not young, like he was like already full grown, right? And I don't know, there's something wrong, it was something like really good right with this dog, and he that night we had rented Pet Sematary, the original, and so while we're watching Pet Sematary, this dog, all he did was walk around like we kept the leash on him. I don't know why she kept the leash on him. Was walking around the house. You could go from my kitchen, dining room, living room, it was all open to a point where you could just walk around the wall, you know, the kitchen was behind the living room and the dining room was next to the kitchen. So all he did while it's pouring and thundering and while watching Pet Sematary, and it was like really freaky I don't know how old I was, like 8 or 9, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty freaky. I was like, this is weird. And then later on, that dog bit my sister on the face and we got rid of him. So there you go.
Okay.
Pretty freaky. Just the fact that we were watching Pet Sematary and it was, you know.
So what do we have for Rancid story here?
Oh, Rancid story. Well,
Rancid,
he says, I tried to cover Michael Myers' pumpkin this past weekend and it was a disaster. Well, it's probably where we're going with this. I'll show you this in a second. Michael's story.
This is an Indiana Jones pumpkin.
I'll show you, yeah. So Rancid says on Twitch, my ghost story is that one night at my friend's dad's house, the kitchen cabinet doors would open and slam shut hard with no one in the room. Woo! We got freaked and left, and when we would approach a street light, it would go off, then come back on after we passed it. Then we asked his dad about if anything had happened with him there, and he got all weird and said he didn't want to talk about it. So you don't know? To this day, you don't know? That's crazy.
All right.
All right. I think we're good for now. We're good for now.
Is that we're good?
Yeah, there's only a few here and there, but we're gonna move forward. Can you give me a napkin? Somewhere over there. I just want to clean my hand a little bit. All right. Now we're gonna start. Now, hold on. Before we move any forward with more words. All right. How should I cut this, guys? Look.
Oh,
Still don't know. 10 years later.
Guys,
Still don't want to talk about it.
Oh, he said guys.
Oh, I did say guys. Yeah. How should I cut this? I know it's bad. I'm trying to. Kenny made me go quick. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not good at the negative space stuff, but you want to be able to like
do it, man. Just do it. It's gonna be your Indiana Jones pumpkin.
Oh man, should I just cut out the face and the eyes? I'm gonna try negative. I'm gonna try like a negative.
Okay. So since he said
it looks like a stalker. I know. Show the picture again. This
is what he tried to do.
Well, look. All right. It's just you know.
So anyway, since he said the word guys,
he gets
a Dweebs, Geeks, and Weirdos card.
Said the word guys.
And it's an old game from it says right on here 1998, and he has to do one of these
98. That's
cards.
it.
1988. Sorry, 98. He has to imitate one of the Three Stooges.
That's all I can do. That's all I got. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
Fine.
Was that Curly?
I don't know. If you do that. Who knows?
All right.
All right. So next story.
All right. Well, I got a carve, so you can tell a story. I'm gonna just
the living room. My mom's house growing up. My sister we had the living room, and across from, the living room was attached to the dining room, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, living room, living room with a big window in the front. Went back, dining room at the back of it, and there was a hallway off to one side and basically a hallway off to the other side. And my sister was walking from one end of, one side of the living room, dining room, to, her room at the other end of the hallway. Anyway,
right, yeah.
So she's walking through there, and she saw like my mom by the front window. Right? She was wearing like all white and everything like that, and she was standing at the front window. And my sister was walking by in the dark, and she was probably, I don't know, like 10, let's say 8, 10, something like that. And she was walking by, and she's like, "Mommy," and my mom was by the window, or somebody was by the window, wearing all white, turns around, starts walking towards her, and then like opens up her arms as she gets to her to give her a big hug, and she goes, realized it wasn't my mom, and just bolted and ran. And she like, even if you talk to her about the story today, like I'm getting chills thinking about it, but
yeah, wow.
even as if you talk to her about it today, probably she'd still be like, I don't know what's going on. Years later in that same room, probably like, I don't know,
which house was this again? Not
my mom's house.
The one that we used to.
Yeah. We used to do the.
I know the house well.
All the editing and recording and stuff. So, fast forward like 7 years, let's say, probably not that much, probably like 5. So I was probably like 17, 18, maybe even 20 or something like that. So I'm like sitting on the couch in the living room, and it was dark out, and it was obviously the same living room right next to the big window.
Yeah.
And there were these blinds at the end of the dining room, like the big not Venetian, but they were vertical blinds.
Okay,
right, that clanked. They were like plasticky, and they would clank if you walk by them.
Right.
So all of a sudden, just like everybody went to bed, and I was kind of just, sitting on the couch. Probably, I don't know, reading or whatever. Phones weren't really a thing back then, so I definitely didn't have a phone in my hand.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, like a big blur goes by the blinds in the dining room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my stupid sister's trying to scare me.
Okay.
So I go, and I'm like, I'm gonna get one over on her.
Thanks, Rancid.
So I'm laying there, and I see there's something like in the corner of my eye, wearing like pink or whatever like that. And I saw her like run into the den, and she thinks I'm gonna go into the den and watch TV, and I'm gonna go in there, and she's gonna try to scare me. Right. So I go in there, and I walk up to the den, and I turn the corner, and I go boo, and I'm like, Lauren, like she's not there, like nobody's there.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden I'm like, this is weird. So now I'm like, maybe I saw her run that way. So I go that way, and I'm like in the kitchen, and I'm just like jumping around every corner, like,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, my room, I'm going down to my room, which was off to the one side of the house, and hers was on the other side. And I go to the other side of the house, and all of a sudden I'm just like, I start giving up. Yeah. So now I'm just walking down the hallway, and I hear like the TV on in her room, and I just kind of just go up to the door, and I just go knock, 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 and she's like, yeah. And I'm like,
you're like, hello,
can I come in? She's like, yeah. And I open up the door, and I'm like, nice trying to scare me. She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you weren't just in the den and everything? She's like, no, I've been in here the whole entire time. The weirdest thing, dude.
So
like
you were chasing a ghost around the house.
I thought somebody was wearing like pink or something like that. Dude, she was in like blue or
not pink.
Something. Yeah, not pink.
Wow.
It was the craziest thing, dude. And there was nobody else in the house besides my mom, who was long asleep.
Oh my God.
So
I one time.
We got another.
Okay, so Rancid, another one. My mom has a room at her house that she won't open the door to. My parents used to use it as a bedroom, but my dad would wake up with scratches all over him. My mom always felt like someone was watching her in there. Whoa.
Wow.
They changed it to like a PC entertainment room when I was a teenager, and I would play games in there and hear someone whisper in my ear. Now the room just sits with a couch and a TV with a door, like forever sealed. Woo! Never thought much about the room, but wow. She won't even go in there. That's nuts. It's nuts, man. It's energies, man. It's energies.
That's insane.
So, so I had a.
Did you make any progress?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Do you need a small knife?
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Right.
So, my oldest sister, an older brother and older sister, they both passed. I was 7 when my sister passed, and my mom had met a woman whose son had passed. He was 1 year old. The infant death crib thing. Yeah. but anyway, she was like a psychic, and so my mom like hooked up with her, and they were friends. And she had other kids, 2 other daughters, and me and my brother used to go hang out over there all the time. And funny, she's actually her mother at the time. I don't know if she still is, but at the time, this woman's mother was dating Francis Ford Coppola, yeah, of Godfather fame. So anyway, one time we were over there, and at nighttime, little kids, you got to give kids a bath, you got to do all this stuff and everything, right? There was a doll on the bed, and playing, like her daughter was playing with it on the bed or whatever, and then, and my mom told me this, and then they got up to go do something like in the bathroom or something, and they came back, the doll that was on the bed was up above the door, like just hanging above the door, like just up above the door frame. Or whatever, and I forget exactly how it's been years now since I've told that story, but yeah, nice something where like they I also had another friend, so those same friends, those twins who's in front of the house when we made the antenna fall, his father I think was not haunted but like consistently saw a woman, like a young woman, like ghost all the time, and I was like, he used to tell us that all the time, and I was like, wow. Hold on, Rancid says, yeah, my dad had a whole addition built for her to access laundry room because you had to walk through that room just to reach it. What? That's insane. That is insane. That's rough. Yeah, I messed up on this so bad. That's insane though. You're not gonna like how I'm doing this, but it's gonna be so stupid, but it's gonna be funny. Just leave it. Just listen. You just leave it as is, all right? It's hard to cut a pumpkin. Yeah. I'm doing it quick. We're telling stories.
Indeed.
You got another story?
Another story.
So I'll tell you something else.
Probably have the last one. I probably have some more here. I had a friend who I remember him saying like he saw like across from his room, in his bedroom, just sitting in a chair. It was just like this.
What was it?
And it was just.
What was it?
It was his grandfather sitting in a chair across the room from him. His grandmother, I don't know, or grandfather, I don't know if he lived in a different state or definitely didn't live near him.
Was he alive or did he pass?
Well, that's the thing. No, he was alive, but he saw him sitting there in the chair, and he kind of like woke up, and he was just like, why the heck is my grandpa sitting in the chair?
That's what I'm saying. And then did he find out that he passed or something?
No, he found out in the morning that he went to the hospital. Like his parents told him and said, "Hey, your grandpa had to go to the hospital last night." He's like,
he passed.
So he saw him before.
So he passed.
Knew anything.
So his grandfather had passed for a moment and went to visit him.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep, I'm telling you.
In the chair, smiling.
I'm telling you. I'll tell you. Ooh. Listen, and this for me. It hits very close to home. Like I told you, my sister passed when I was very young, and another like my grandparents around the same time. Like so. My family became very spiritual, and again, we used to hang out with, my mom became, I guess, kind of psychic, and she delved into that whole world. So like my whole upbringing was this. One time she told me, I had this friend named James, and he was like kind of troubled. He was like a kind of a troubled kid. Like his home life wasn't great or whatever, but he was a friend of mine. He moved into the neighborhood, and he was maybe like a year older than me or whatever, but he was a friend of mine. But my mom never liked him for some reason. Mm-hmm. And one day she's like, I was vacuuming the house and I saw him and he was standing there. She always got like bad vibes from him or something. She's like, and I saw him standing there and he was like laughing at me or something. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, okay. As a kid, I'm like, that's weird, Okay. Oh my God. Come on, get out. But yeah, it's, did I mess this up? I messed this up, guys. I messed this up completely. Rancid says, my dad said he had a friend die that got hit by a car when he was a kid, and he said that he was so stressed out about it that when it happened, but he saw his friend one night in his room and told him to stop worrying that he is okay. Yeah, that's what happened. You know what? I'll share this with you guys. My father passed in March. And, my mother and my father passed this year. My mom in January, my father in March. And my dad, like last month, my dad visited me in a dream, and I just moved into a new house. And he visited me in the house, in my new house, and he told me that he's okay. And I got to like hug him and stuff. And like before that happened, I was like, beside myself, like every day. Like I just want to talk to my dad. I just want to talk to my dad. Like I couldn't move forward. And then he finally came to tell me he was okay. And ever since then, it's been better. You know, it's never gonna be 100% okay when you lose a parent, but yeah, but that was I'm happy that he did that. So absolutely, and the same thing with like, you know, friends, you know.
Anything else on that?
No, that's what he said. I just read it, yeah. But yeah, it's, you know, I believe that, man. I believe all that stuff, you know. You know, my dad told me. So again, after you know, my sister passed, I used to go to a lot of psychics and stuff, my mom and my dad. And my dad said that they were in one session one time, and he felt the lights had gone out, and he felt a presence move past him, and then a woman across the table started like screaming and like choking, and then the lights came back on, and she had marks on her neck, like someone was choking her and stuff. And he's like, and my dad's like, I felt that thing come right past me, or whatever. My dad saw Bigfoot. Bigfoot's real. My dad saw Bigfoot. Yep. When he was a kid, he used to live in Bayshore, and they're in the woods, and he said he saw him like more than once, and he was coming home late one night, walking back to his house, and I know exactly where it is because we moved, when I was younger, we moved down the block from my grandparents' house, and we lived there for a bunch of years. And yeah, he's like, this thing, I won't go into all of it, but yeah, it came out, and he saw it run across the thing, and it looked at him and into the other woods across the street, and like, and then again I think he saw it another time too. Yeah, and I was like, oh damn, okay, Dad, that's all Bigfoot. Pretty crazy. Yeah, my dad was always like very connected like that. I don't know really what I'm doing here.
We had a friend who he lived in like an apartment complex, and out in the parking lot where the car was, you park your car and then you walk over to the building and go in the building. And
right, yeah.
Probably like a good 40 feet walk to the parking lot. And then depending on where you parked your car, that was that. So he told me one time he saw in the parking lot, he said something was walking on four legs.
Oh.
Like he was walking out there one day to go to his car.
Right.
Something's walking around on four legs, right? Stands up, looks at him, and then runs on 2 feet into the woods.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Right? So, dude, of course he tells me this, and every single time we hung out, like I'd go over there and everything like that, I'd leave at like 2 or 3 in the morning, pitch black outside.
You're like, I'm going to see this thing.
Like a spotlight on the side of the building where all the shadows look like these long things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'd have to go over there, and I'd have to actually I'd just speed walk to my car, get my car, and drive away. Like I wouldn't even let it warm up, anything like that. I didn't even want to be out there, you know? Right. Craziest thing. So it was creepy, and he saw it. I never did.
Right.
But just every single time, like he just told me, and it's just so vivid.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You gotta believe that stuff.
Well,
you gotta believe in that stuff.
I never saw anything like that. So it is what it is.
I'm trying to think. There's been so much. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see someone say they are psychic, I think bullshit. But hey, the world is a strange place sometimes. Who knows? I mean, that's the thing. You know, it's like, yeah, you think that it's BS, but and a lot of times it maybe is. My wife went to a psychic fair. I want to say maybe 6 months ago or something, and she was there, and it was like, all right, oh, give me $5 and I'll tell you this, and it's hard to tell because I've already drawn all over it, but you can't really see how I'm doing it. But
I can't. Not gonna lie.
This is like the mouth.
Let's give an update. Let's give an update here.
Update time. Okay, now
can we even see that? I don't even know.
Go. Okay, so let me explain what's happening here. Mouth, nose, and I'm gonna cut the eyes out, I think, or leave the eyes like that, and then cut out the hat somehow. I don't know. I know it's weird because it's got all the markings on it. Maybe if I take the markings off, it won't look that stupid. I don't know. It's just trying to do something different, No, it's not going to look like Indiana Jones at this point, all right?
I'm sorry, man.
It's just not. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what?
I don't know what to tell you.
It's a little upset.
It's just not going to,
It's a little upset.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard, dude. I don't know what to tell you. You want to finish it off?
No, man. You already cut out half the side of the pumpkin.
Come on, what else do I do? I was just trying to make it like.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
I was just
You
trying to
cut
make
his
it like.
whole face out.
Well,
He has
I
nothing
was
but
trying to
eyes
do
and
like
a nose.
that's because I wanted to be. That's what I wanted the light to come out. This is his. This is his nose. That's his mouth, and his eyes. I'm gonna make it so you can see his eyes. You can see his eyes,
Okay,
Kenny.
all right. We're
Just
gonna,
watch.
okay. Just wait. We'll watch.
This is hard.
We'll just wait and watch.
All right. You're gonna because if you're gonna put a light in it, you're gonna want to be able to see it, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
You want to see his face.
Oh, I get it.
So I was gonna make it like it again negative space where it's like that's where you're gonna see everything.
Hey, blow me away, man. I have a feeling you might blow me away, or you might have just wasted my $10. One or the other.
It very well may be that I wasted money, but hey, listen,
You know what? It's entertainment. Is all that there is to it.
That isn't indie. That is a terror. All right. Well, it's Halloween. What do you want? What do you want from me? Any suggestions where I go with the eyes? I mean, with the
No, Chris.
with the.
I don't. Can you put something back into the pumpkin?
I mean, I could
Because
put it
I don't know.
back.
You might be able to do something like that.
I could put it back.
That's okay.
Like, yeah, I messed up, huh? Dang it, I messed up.
You didn't. You're fine.
Cause it like, I don't know what to do now. I'll have to get a pic of my miserable Michael Myers on Halloween and put it on Discord. Yeah, do it. Oh, you can't get a pic till then. All right, well, we definitely put it on Discord, and yeah. We should put it. We should put this all. This is going on the Instagram too. Sorry.
Oh, it's going to, yeah.
Yeah.
I updated the Twitch stream information.
Only Twitch? You should have done it on here. Should have done it on here.
It is what it is. So anyway, the big one.
This is I'm so sorry.
The big one that we had.
This looks so bad.
Man. Back in high school, you know how you're always exhausted, like come home and take a nap, wake up, it's like dusk.
Oh yeah, when you would be
right.
Not in high school. I was working.
Oh well, no, I wasn't. So I had gone to sleep. My sister was home. I was home. That was it. 'Cause my mom was working. My other sister wasn't home. But she lived, in the basement apartment. So
right. Oh, your older sister.
My older sister, yeah. Right, so my younger sister was home, and I took a nap, and all of a sudden my sister comes in my room in the middle of me sleeping. And she's like, "Wake up!" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "There's someone in the house." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Listen, you hear that?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? There's nobody in the house." And then she's like, "Listen." And it was the keyboard. She had a keyboard in the living room. That was playing.
Oh.
Like it was just like ding boom, ding boom, ding boom. Like it wasn't like music. It wasn't like anybody doing anything.
Yeah, it was just someone was messing with it.
It was somebody was just playing and pressing random keys on.
Wow.
And I was like just half asleep. So I'm like, "You're right. She said, after the fact, like talking about it and everything like that. Like we ultimately went outside, but talking about it, she said she was on the phone. There was kind of like. The house had there was a closet and then the basement steps around it, so you could walk around that area in a circle,
right?
Kind of thing,
yeah.
So she said she was on the phone, and she was like talking to my mom or something like that, and she heard my sister in the living room, or who she thought. So she, hold on, I'll be right there, and she, I guess she thought that she wanted her or something like that. So she ends up hanging up the phone with my mom, walking into the living room. There's nobody in there,
right?
And then all of a sudden she hears like music, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And she just ran into my room and shut the door.
And said that, right, yeah.
And that's when she woke me up. So then I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, what we need to do is we need to get out of we need to climb out the window and get help or go somewhere or something like that. So I'm like, let me go get my shoes. And I put my shoes on, and she didn't have shoes. She's like, what are you talking? I'm like, climb out the window, get out the window. So we climbed out the window, ran in the backyard in the shed.
Yeah.
Stayed out there for like half hour, 40 minutes, something. I don't know how long we were out there.
But she went in there when it was playing and no one was in there.
She kind of went in there, didn't see anybody, and then started to walk away.
And then heard it again?
And then heard it, and that's when she was like, I'm out of here, yeah. And that's when she went into my room. I don't know the order of events because I wasn't there, but I was there, but I was sleeping.
Not in the room.
Yeah. So anyway, we went into the shed, stayed in there forever, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, if there's somebody in the house, they could have left. Let me.
You didn't call the cops or nothing,
dude. What were we supposed to do? We're in the shed. It's not like you have cell phones. Yeah. It was like the early '90s or something. So she
bless you.
Thanks. She so I kind of start running out to the side of the house, down the driveway, the gate, out the gate and everything, and I see my neighbor coming over a couple houses down. She's like, "Your mom's been calling. She's worried. Like, why is nobody answering the phone?" I said, "Well, there's somebody in the house." She goes, "What?" And she's like, let me check it out. And she goes in there.
She didn't even call the cops either?
She walks around the whole entire house, goes in the basement, goes everywhere, and she's like, there's nobody in the house. You know? And I was like, oh.
Did you guys tell her what happened?
And we told her, like, yeah, blah, 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 all this stuff. And probably thought we were full of it. But I was like, I thought my sister was nuts until I heard it. You know, and then I did that. Anyway, so we go into the living room, right? Eventually, you get enough nerve to go in the living room.
Dumb. Yeah.
Dude, the stupid keyboard, right? Mm-hmm. I thought it had like batteries or what? No batteries, and it wasn't even plugged in.
Woo!
It couldn't have worked because she used to plug it in all the time to use it, and it was unplugged, no batteries, no nothing. We don't know how it was working. Craziest thing.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Man, my wife woke up one night and said someone was trying to open the front door, and I got up and went to the front door with my pocket knife to find a husky scratching at it. What? Now, was it your husky or not?
A husky dude?
A husky dude or
a husky dude? That's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
Like an 11-year-old husky kid. So that's what they call them, right?
No, just somebody's husky. That's nuts.
That is
nuts.
pretty nuts.
Yeah. All right, so talking about, since we're on that subject, talking about people coming to the door, you petted him for a bit, then he left. Sure it wasn't a ghost husky? So when I was a teen, when I was like a senior in high school, we moved into a new house, and it was pretty funny. We actually moved down the block. We had a house, right? And then oh no, I might have just made a big mistake just now. I'm gonna leave that for a second because I need to. We moved down the block, so the house was being built while we were still living at the other house down the block, and but now that the house was like done, so we were like, easy.
Oh, man.
Easy.
It's just like hanging there.
Easy.
It's hanging there like a bruised toenail.
I know. It's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. So we a bruised toenail. Gross. So my dad and I we started sleeping over there, like taking turns sleeping over there, because now the house was done and everything. We just weren't moved in yet, and there was stuff in the house: the washer, the dryer, dishwasher, stove, all that stuff, refrigerator. So so my dad and I were there one night. He has the back porch on, the front porch lights on. I was upstairs in my room. He was downstairs. All of a sudden, I hear him, like, I'm getting ready to go to bed. It was a little later, maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and all of a sudden I hear, Kris, get the BB gun. No, get the gun. Get the guns. Now, I had a bunch of BB guns. So I right away assumed somebody was there. My dad was trying to scare him. But that's not what came out of my mouth. What came out of my mouth was, I didn't bring the guns. And he's like, yeah, we did. Bring them. Oh. And I was like, oh yeah, I got him. I'm coming.
You caught on.
Oh my God. Dude, so what had happened was somebody, he didn't see who it was. Somebody came up and took the bulb, unscrewed the bulb at the back door.
Unscrewed it?
Yeah. To like have it go off so he can try and get in and there wouldn't be light on him, and didn't know anyone was home. And that's what, and so, oh my God. And so we slept there. So him and I both slept in the living room, which had full view of both doors.
Oh my God. I wouldn't even want to see both doors. I'd be like,
oh my God. No, I was like, at that point, I got mad. I got so pissed. And my dad's like, all right, calm down. I'm like, I'm pissed. Cause I'm like, how dare you try and break into my home? And this is like a new home. Like, how dare you? I was so upset and angry and scared. Like it was so scary, you know? Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
My dad, Ranson says, my dad keeps a shotgun but no shells, and says that if someone hears him pump it, it should be enough to make them run off. Yeah, I would think so. If I heard that crap, I'd do that. But yeah, that was freaky, man. I was like, and that was just very, very scary. Like, I was so angry. My dad was like, all right, calm down. I think it helped me being so mad to help my dad stay calm, you know? Mm-hmm. Because otherwise I feel like he would have been like that, but he saw me like that, so he was like, all right, let me stay chill for my son. Because I was freaked out. It was really freaky, you know, and I was upset and angry, and it was like, damn.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was nuts. Oh my God, please.
Can I see your phone?
Oh, my phone?
Yeah. You don't want to touch it, do you? Do I just double tap the button to get the camera?
Yes. Yeah, just double tap it. Oh no! It broke! Oh no, Kenny, it broke. I broke it. I broke it. Oh, it's okay though. It'll be all right. You got it?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
good. Let's take a picture. Can you take a
Got a
picture? Can you bring that thing up? Put it over here for me.
Yeah.
Put it right here, right here.
Right here?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right.
A
Can I get another
little
napkin? Smells delicious. All right. All right. I'm essentially done here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I just don't. I really want to get this off, like this, like the black off. It's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really stupid.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but
All right. Okay. So it's a little broken, but you know, what does it look like with the top on? I don't know where the top
well,
is.
let's start here.
Oh, I guess this way. I guess my.
Put this in.
Oh yeah. Wait. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Oh,
We gotta get
Kris.
it out. I gotta get out the stuff.
Come on, is that what you do with a pumpkin? You
Oh
leave
no!
all the
I
junk inside?
was pushing stuff in there just to get it out of the way as I was, you know. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no.
on the white balance board.
Yeah. Yeah, clean that if you can. Oh my God, things are all over the place. You get this. You got a tiny little
This
candle.
is gonna smell like pumpkin, and pumpkin is one of the worst smells on earth.
Nah, pumpkin's good.
No.
I've been making pumpkin
Nah,
spice
that's gonna-
pancakes for me and the kids, and
Pumpkin spice is not pumpkin.
that's true. Let me drop that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
So we still got. I'm falling. We still got some seeds in there, but it is what it is. Yeah. All right.
So we're gonna do the big unveil.
Let's get the little top on here. How does it go? Okay.
Let's see how this looks.
Okay. All right. Turn the lights off.
Let's see.
All right. Let's see. Now, I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I hope our stories have been entertaining enough.
They haven't. But you gotta...
I'm gonna be sending you. You're gonna see a picture. You're gonna see a picture of it.
Too many lights.
We have too many lights on. I know. Want to shut this light off too? I'll shut this light off too. Hold on.
Yeah, shut that one off.
I got you. Hold on.
There you go.
All right. There it is.
The lava lamp is going. It's fine.
All right. Look. There you go. Spot on. Rancid says. Look. That's not bad. Come on. Put it right next to it. Yeah. Here you go. Look. Perfect. That looks pretty good,
Indiana
right?
Jones.
Looks pretty good.
Oh man. All right. Well,
That looks
where's
pretty
your
good.
where's your camera?
I think I like it.
I think it's
Come on, take a picture. Take a picture of me in the Taking a picture. All right. Happy Halloween. There you go.
It could be like almost like a Walter White.
It does. It does look like Walter White. I made Walter White. Then I made Walter White. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Okay.
From Breaking Bad. I made Walter White, everybody. It does look like Walter White. Wow.
All right. That's cool.
I am dumb. It looks great. I gotta clean my.
It is what it is.
All right. All right. Not bad.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's change the camera angle.
It's
Yeah,
on.
I got these. I got these.
We're back on. We're back on.
Get these.
Whew, all right. Oh my God, I'm covered in.
He's covered in
I
pumpkin.
was gonna say pasta,
pumpkin
but that's
goo.
not true. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think about that?
You think it's good?
I think I don't know. I like it. What about you?
I don't know. Again.
Nope.
Again.
I was going for the negative thing, man. I was going for the.
Hold it up.
I was going for the. I was going for the negative thing.
The negative.
You know, like the negative space, so that when the light would be
Yeah,
the meat
That's
of the.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun. It was entertainment, and it was a good time.
What are you gonna do?
Pumpkin carving. It's Halloween.
So if you have pictures of your beautiful masterpieces, Rancid, you said you're gonna get a pic of it. Yeah, send it to us. We still have a week, you know, or have them take a pic and send it to you, and then you can, send it to us or whatever. We'll put it on the Instagram. Who cares? You'll be fine. I want to see it.
Time.
Yeah. Okay. All
That's
right.
pretty awesome. So.
All right. Well, hey, good stories. Thank you, Rancid, for sharing. Kenny,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing your stories.
Ghost stories galore.
Thank you for watching and listening for this. Meanwhile, back in the 80s. Ghosts. Ghosts happened. Back in the 80s, ghosts happened, okay?
Yeah.
So this is pretty good. And this little thing actually lights it up pretty good.
Yep. It's pretty good, yeah. You like
Pretty
that.
nice. I like that.
I know. It's like it looks
Put it
like
outside
a
the
candle.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. What are you gonna do?
What do you want? Hey,
It's
man.
Walter White. It looks like Walter White. That's
It's
ridiculous.
Walter Jones.
Yeah, it's Walter.
Indiana White.
It's it's Indiana Jones's brother Walter. It's fine, man. I should wash my hands.
Yeah, you should.
All right.
Again. Oh, it's,
Oh yeah. Oh, where's mine? Where'd mine go?
Here.
Oh, would it fall on the floor?
Yep. We're going to say
Okay.
goodbye.
All right. Hey, listen. Thank you for watching. This
Another
again.
one.
This is watching or listening to this episode. Oh yeah. There we go. Vampires don't really. I mean, that's good for you. Vampires don't really have it, but. All right. Thank you. And happy Halloween. So have a good one. Be safe. Be safe out there. Enjoy.
Yep.
Watch out for all those ghouly ghosts. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
My house gives out full-size candy bars.
Oh bloody hell.